Hello.
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 And welcome to this year's Oscar nomination stream. We're really excited about this one.
We are. We're very excited for this year's Oscar nominations. Hence why we're doing a video about it. Obviously, recently, just last week, we put together our top 10 films of 2019. I'm sure some of us will be disappointed that our films won't be making a lot of the big categories this year, but that's because our list was vastly different, weren't they? They were very different from one another. But I think that's good. I think it's been a very strong year for film. But I'm fascinated to see what makes it into the top 10 movies of the year list. But that's not to say they'll nominate 10 films, because it's based on, obviously, nomination breakdowns and maths and all that horrible business. But I'm curious to see what makes it.
So if you could put one like completely out there nomination into Best Picture, what would you say?
One out there nomination?
Yeah.
I think it is an out there nomination because it's not been nominated for Best Picture in any other awards, but Rocketman would be my out there nomination.
I'm gonna go for Us. I'd love to see Us.
Well, I can't wait for us both to be very disappointed.
So something's happening. It said 30 seconds and now it's gone to black. So I mean,
this is on the Academy, not us. We're nothing but professionals.
Yeah, it's live. There's also a really awkward break in last year's nominations, so maybe we can discuss
that.
For
something which could easily be a 10-minute ceremony. I don't know why.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a very fancy building. This is the kind of commentary you get.
Yeah, we're just narrating I do love an escalator.
Oh. Maybe some of those elevators that go up and round in like one go. They're really cool.
Live from the
Like
Academy
Willy Wonka.
Museum of Motion Pictures
like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Or Chocolate Factory.
Not specifically. Let's turn my subtitles off.
Good morning, and welcome to the brand new David Geffen Theatre at the Academy Museum.
Oh, this feels like an intro to a new job,
the
doesn't
museum
it?
officially opens later this year, when the world can experience.
Seems like an apology video at the same time too.
A sweeping adventure into the greatest movies and movie makers of all time. We're here this morning to announce nominations for the 92nd Oscar.
I thought it was Stephen Colbert at the start.
So did I.
Voted on by members of the Academy, an international community of artists. What makes this Oscars so special is that these nominations are given to artists by their peers.
Okay.
Actors nominate actors.
Unlike the Golden Globes, there's like 70 people that just like the
Directors
Golden Globe
nominate
winners.
directors.
Yeah.
You get the idea.
But like the Golden Globe
I'm
wins
pleased to
aren't
introduce
really
this morning's hosts, Issa Rae
important or mean
and
much,
John
but the show
Kelly.
itself is great, isn't it?
Good morning. John and I prepared a big opening, like a monologue.
It was really good. It was really
So
funny.
good, yeah.
A lot of good jokes. But we decided that all people really want to hear is who is nominated.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's get started.
Well, nice.
There we go.
Members of the Academy's
Supporting
Actors
actress.
Branch
50
nominate
nominations
these
for
performances
Margot Robbie.
by an actress in a supporting role. Kathy Bates in Richard Jewell.
We
Interesting
are
to see
yet
this
to see
tomorrow.
that tomorrow.
Yes. Laura Dern in Marriage Story.
Okay,
Good.
I see that.
Good. She was very good.
I watched that again last night. Still holds up.
Yeah, of course.
Scarlett Johansson in Jojo
Yep,
Rabbit.
saw that coming.
I thought she was good in that.
Florence Pugh.
Oh,
Good. Very
we were
happy.
not expecting that to come up.
Very happy with
Very
that,
And
deserved.
Margot Robbie in Bombshell.
Okay, I mean
Good.
Margot Robbie got 2 for the
That's
BAFTAs.
that's actually a really strong.
I can't see any
Very strong
like lead
list.
winner
On to
so far.
achievement in costume design, the members of the Academy's Costume Designers Branch nominate
Clearly.
The Irishman,
I see it.
Jojo Rabbit, Joker,
Oh, I like
Little
Joker now.
Women,
Little Woman,
Yeah, Little Woman's got one.
It's really strong this year.
and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
We need to
that.
See, I just thought
the
everyone in
audience at
Bombshell
home
was
for waking
incredible.
up
Like-
so early.
Congrats.
Shea Moss wasn't in there.
The Sound Branch oversees 2
No,
categories
yeah.
for achievement in sound.
I can see
mixing.
1917 for
The
this.
branch nominates Ad Astra,
Oh, nice to see Ad Astra getting a bit of love.
I haven't actually seen that.
Ford
Oh, it's
versus
amazing.
Ferrari,
Yeah, the cars sounded great.
Joker,
Yeah. I thought the sound was really strong in
Yeah,
Joker. I'm
sounds
cool.
1917,
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Minus 17. And the fifth.
and Once Upon a Time.
Oh,
That
no
surprises
Endgame.
me. That surprises me. Normally you get like a big
You feel okay?
sci-fi movie or fantasy film, and obviously
These
Astra
are
got the nomination
nominees
for that
achievement
one.
in sound editing.
Maybe we'll get it in editing.
Ford versus Ferrari, Joker,
Yeah.
They just nominate the same films, don't they?
1917.
It's just a
Is it
different
gonna be-
order. It's the same film, but in different order.
Time
click random.
in Hollywood. And Star Star Wars.
Oh, there you go. Oscar-nominated Rise of Skywalker.
Well, that's going to be on their marketing campaign.
My son told me.
If you're watching live, be
Star
sure to give us a
Wars
follow.
or
We appreciate it all, and let us know what you
Change
think of his nominations.
Here are the nominees for original score voted by the music
Original
branch.
score.
Joker,
Yeah.
Okay, that is a very strong score, yeah.
Little Women,
I don't remember the score that much from Little Woman.
No.
Marriage Story,
Oh, I love the score
Here
Marriage
we go.
Story.
Every time
Randy
Marriage
Newman.
Story comes up.
1917,
Yeah, it was a really hard job for
Star Wars,
1917
The
to do it.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I think that was probably the
We're doing
strongest
good,
one.
I think.
See, I'm always a bit confused by Star Wars
The
getting
short
score
films
nominations
and
because it's such a
feature
like
animation branch
a combination
Cluster
of
of existing.
like
film
yeah.
categories for best animated short
Me and
film.
you gotta be a
Here are
bit
the
useless on this one
nominees.
probably.
Yeah.
Shara, Daughter. Hair Love,
I've never seen any of these.
Kit Bull,
This is where we feel bad.
and Sister.
Sister's my favourite for that
sister?
one.
I do not.
Have you seen that?
No, not at all. But it just sounds like a strong film, doesn't it?
For best live action short film,
Again, live action
Branch,
short. We're not gonna have
It's
much
mine on
comment
here.
film.
Oh, no, I don't think I was nominated this year, actually.
Brotherhood,
What, no Endgame for a score?
Left
I know, I was surprised by Endgame. Like, honestly, I feel like this year, the score had a lot of buzz about it, just
Yeah.
in the general, like,
Yeah, the
pop culture sphere.
In fact,
Sorry,
I love Little Women, but I don't really remember the score
And
much. But Endgame,
Sister.
I still, you know.
I don't
My
have
alarm
sister, by the way.
I'm sorry for you. Now for another acting category. The nominees
Oh,
for
here we
go.
performance by an
Another big
actor
one.
in a supporting role are
Not that.
Tom Hanks in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
See, he was great, but I didn't think the film was
Anthony
as good as I
Hopkins
wanted it to
in
be.
The Two Popes.
You've seen the two
Okay,
Popes?
that's worthy. Yeah, that's
Al
worthy.
Pacino in The Irishman. Joe Pesci in The Irishman.
Oh, The Irishman. It's gonna be.
And Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in
Okay, I thought Brad
Hollywood.
Pitt was good. Anthony Hopkins, to me, of the films that I've seen, is the strongest of those contenders.
We
He
still
didn't
have
carry the
more
film, but
nominee
both of those actors
We'll
did.
be back at
such an
exactly
incredible job.
5:30.
See, Leah wasn't even really the main. Like, they were both quite equal. This is where it really confuses me. These like supporting. I think they very tactically go for whichever one they're aiming
Yeah.
for.
But I do think Brad Pitt was hilarious, and he was great in that film.
So yeah.
Why
I mean,
do we have to have a break? Why are we breaking? What are we breaking for?
So,
So
yeah.
what do we have? What do we have here? Best Picture noms. Okay, what does Moody say about this?
So Moody says for Best Picture, Joker, Parasite, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time, Jojo, and The Lighthouse. See, I wasn't a huge fan of The Lighthouse.
Okay.
I saw it at London Film Festival, and I just didn't really. Maybe it was really early in the morning, and it's probably not the best film for that. But I couldn't really click with it.
Right, you also weren't a big fan of Jojo Rabbit either, right?
I'm surprised that William Dafoe or Robert Pattinson haven't got a supporting nom for The Lighthouse.
But
though.
I haven't seen the film, but would they qualify as leads?
It's that awkward thing where I don't know. I think it kind of depends on what they campaign for and what they submit for. So I'm
Okay.
surprised neither of them have popped up yet. So yeah.
So what a strange time to come back to the live broadcast. 5:30.
No love for Hustlers, Moody says. That's true. Jayla would have been in
Yeah.
supporting actress. I probably
Yeah,
would, yes.
yeah, I think she would have been. That is a surprise because she was doing. There was a lot of buzz around that film when it first came out, but it did come out quite early on, didn't it?
Yeah,
in
films
the
really-
award season.
Films really struggled for that. Like I feel like if Us just came out 2 months ago, that would have had a way better shot.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Maybe the same could be said about Endgame as well. Then again, it's the biggest film of all time. That doesn't just slip your memory, does it?
Well, could you imagine if Star Wars and Endgame had swapped like slots in the schedule?
yeah.
I feel like we'd have been seeing a lot more Endgame combinations here.
The one that stands out for me at the moment though is Florence Pugh. I'm so happy that she's got recognition.
She has an amazing year with
She was so good.
Fighting with My Family.
Yeah.
What else has she been in? She had another really good one. No, I'm pretty sure she was in something else this year that I saw.
Did you see it on the film festival?
But yeah.
Which the fact they've recognised her in a supporting role.
Midsummer. I love Midsummer.
I'm assuming she was good in Midsummer because she's good in everything.
I would love to see a cinematography nod for Midsummer.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get it, but that film looks stunning. So yeah,
I'm really happy about Florence Pugh. Yeah, but as I was saying, I think the fact that Florence Pugh's been nominated for supporting means that maybe we're going to see a little bit of love in the main category, the leading actress category, maybe best film and best director.
Director, I think Greta Gerwig
I really hope
deserves
so.
it this
I
year.
would be so happy.
Yeah, she literally goes from strength to strength.
Yeah.
Did she get main nods for Lady Bird, do you know?
No, I think she was overlooked for Lady Bird, wasn't she? I believe the same thing happened then. She was getting shut out of the. I could be wrong.
No, they got quite a lot of love. They got
Oh,
original screenplay, best actress, best picture, best supporting actress, best director.
Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm wrong. I'm massively wrong.
So yeah, I'd love to see them love for that for Little Women, because I think that's a way better film than Lady Bird, and she's really built upon those two films. So we've got 2 more minutes to go.
This is such an awkward break. Like,
I mean, the only thing I can think about what these breaks are for is so the journalists can start getting their writings up.
oh yeah.
But
This is what people need to do it live. Like, you get great quality
with the
content.
future,
like
guys. So yeah, if you want to give us a follow, we'll be doing more of this, including our Oscars watch-along.
And we're playing a lot of Goose Game as well. So
Yeah. Well, we'll see how far we get.
we're so fun.
It's going to be a lot of hours of content. This break is dumb. Yeah, we know it's dumb.
It's so dumb. What how many categories did they read out?
4?
Yeah. Like, are they going to do this for every 4 categories?
I'm really intrigued to see whether Parasite gets Best Picture nom or Best Foreign.
So yeah. So how does this work? Can they get both?
So
And if not, why not?
Roma got both.
Right. Okay. So it
Last
can be
year.
nominated for both.
Yeah,
So
so that makes
clearly, it's going to be nominated for best foreign film, right? You'd think so, with the amount of love that it's getting.
I think that's a lock in at this point. But I'm
Yeah.
also quite whether the Farewell, like I don't know where the Farewell may sit. I mean, it'll probably be kind of like locked out of Best Picture, but I could see Best Foreign Film.
Yeah.
For the Farewell, although it's bilingual, so I don't know. It's half English, half.
Okay. But to be fair, so was the Two Popes. Half of that film was in Latin, like Latin. So I don't know. I'm happy Anthony Hopkins got a nomination for Two Popes. He was great in that film. The best I've seen him since The Mask of Zorro.
All I care is about Awkwafina getting a nomination. Wow, now that would be a very surprising nomination, and I'd be totally in for that. She was amazing in that. It was like the
Talk
first.
about Jumanji 2, yeah.
It was like the first like drama role that I've really seen her in, and she's like really shown off her talent. It was such a heartfelt performance. Yeah, I'd love to see that actually. I didn't think of that. Be sure to give us a follow if you're watching. Click the little follow button. You can see our amazing GIF in that corner if you're watching live. So here we go. 30 seconds maybe.
Who knows?
Oh, our stream's cut. Yeah, I know. Florence Pugh had an amazing year. Literally,
Yeah, she did.
I can't wait to see her get more lead roles next year. It's gonna be great to see. So it's this really awkward like black thing they do.
I don't know.
I can't see anything.
This is like the biggest award show on earth. Like what? What are you doing?
I know we're about to fall asleep too.
Unless they're talking about our.
Oh yeah, I was not about us.
For those just joining us, good morning. And for those watching, welcome back. You already know it. The Academy's documentary branch oversees 2
Oh,
categories.
there you
go.
First, the nominees
Apollo 11,
for
I'm gonna
Best
see smashing
Documentary
this.
Feature. American Factory.
I meant to see this. This is Obama's production company. One of the
Oh,
first
is it?
films they put out.
The Edge of Democracy.
Interesting.
For Sama. And Honeyland.
Oh, no Apollo 11 in there. That's a
That's
a big snub.
And here are the nominees
Can't believe
for
that's not in
Best
there.
Documentary Short
You seem really
Subject.
upset.
I am. It was a great space documentary.
In the Absence. Learning to skateboard in a war zone.
Again,
If You're
documentary
a
short. We're
Girl.
not gonna have much insight.
No.
Life Overtakes Me.
I do find it a bit frustrating that they clap
Louis
after
Superman.
every nomination just because there's no representatives in that crowd.
And
Because
Walk,
clearly
Run,
it's empty.
Cha-Cha.
We'll give us some
That
big
must
uns.
be the best collection of titles.
Yeah, I
that
think
category
so.
right there. The newly renamed Best International Feature Film Award.
So this is where we
was
might see
voted on by
Parasite.
Academy
Parasite.
members
And the
Parasite.
farewell, I hope.
branches from around the world. And the nominees are Corpus Christi, Poland.
I don't know what that's from.
Honeyland, North Macedonia.
Really getting the niche, aren't they?
Les Miserables, France.
Oh, I've heard of it. So I'm pretty sure that's about the French protest that
Pain
happened.
and Glory, Spain.
Oh, Pain and Glory.
So one of the two big ones are going to miss out.
And Parasite, South Korea.
There you go.
Ah, so
Wow.
well, I don't know whether the farewell was like not aiming for it because it was quite
The
strongly half and
production
half.
design
Right.
branch nominates these films for achievement in production design.
We'll see Star Wars get a nod here, maybe.
The Irishman,
Yeah, well, I think that makes sense.
Jojo Rabbit,
Jojo Rabbit getting the production design,
1917,
as expected.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
See, I feel like it deserves that Oscar. I feel like it very much felt like that time.
Parasite. Wow.
Oh my god, the house in Parasite looks lovely.
I used to do production design.
Yeah, the farewells had no love so far.
You lied to me. God. Here are the nominees for achievement in film
So,
editing,
1917.
voted by the Academy's Film
If
Editors
Once Upon a Time
Branch.
gets an editing thing for this,
Bombshell's got a
we've
Ford
got it.
versus Ferrari,
If what?
If Once Upon a Time gets a nomination for this,
The Irishman,
it's a mess.
Jojo Rabbit,
See,
Bombshell, sure.
I don't see even Jojo Rabbit editing.
Joker, and Parasite.
Oh, I think Parasite could be the underdog in this year's Oscars.
Yeah.
Great. For achievement in cinematography,
I
the
think Bombshell was
cinematographer's
nominated
branch
for that. That's
nominates
really
the
upset me.
following films:
Cinematography.
The Irishman,
1917.
Joker,
Yeah, I think that's cool.
The Lighthouse,
Go on, give Marriage Story. The Lighthouse coming in for cinematography there.
1917,
Marriage Story. Slip it in.
and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about cinematography.
Roger Deakins is the greatest cinematographer living today,
You
in
got
my
this?
opinion.
We're doing
he's,
great.
He's just
We're
incredible in
killing
everything he
Are we?
touches.
Nominate us.
All right, yeah. I like that talk. The Academy's Visual Effects Branch nominates the following films for achievement in visual effects.
Endgame, surely?
I hope so.
Avengers,
Oh,
Endgame,
there we
There
go.
we go.
At least got one nod.
Oscar nominated, Avengers Endgame.
The Irishman,
The Irishman's absolutely smashing this.
The
The
Lion
VFX on the
King,
face is amazing. But
Yeah, the whole thing is visual effects.
1917,
see, I'm not sure how much visual effects 1917 had.
and Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker.
I'm surprised Star Wars managed to get one in
The
there.
sun wins again. Killing
Don't get me
it.
wrong, it looked amazing.
For
It just felt
achievement
like.
in makeup and
Yeah.
hairstyling, the members of this
Bombshell.
branch nominate
Surely.
the
I'm going to keep
following
talking about
films:
this film, but Bombshell.
There's always some really obscure ones in
Bombshell.
Thank
this.
you. Brad's happy.
Joker,
Joker.
Judy,
Ooh.
Maleficent, Mistress of Evil,
Oscar nominated Maleficent.
and 1917.
See, I'm surprised there's no Irishman for makeup and hairstyling.
Yeah.
Air Show. Best animated feature film is voted on.
Hood Smurfs come in with Bombshell, easy win. Yeah, I
and
can see him
feature
yeah,
animation
sweeping up
branch
that
as
one.
well
yeah.
as members of the animation community across
So The Lion
all
King didn't go
branches.
for this category,
Here
I believe.
are the
And I think that's why they were
nominees.
nominated for Best Visual Effects,
How to
surely.
Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World.
These movies just continue to make so much money, don't they?
I Lost My Body,
I don't know what the film is.
What is that?
Klaus,
Oh, that's for Netflix.
Yeah,
thing.
I've not seen Clash.
Missing Link,
Oh, that looks amazing.
Yeah,
like,
that's been
the
doing quite well.
and Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4. No Frozen 2 in the animated feature.
For
Shocking.
achievement in
the best
original
films of the year.
song, the music branch nominates
I wonder if Frozen will get a nomination here.
Rocket Man will get a nomination.
I Can't Let
Not
You
for
Throw
original song.
Yourself Away
Yeah, they
from
got the
Toy
original
Story
song.
4.
Have they?
I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket
Rocket Man.
Man.
God, it's so smart.
I don't know the original song.
I'm
Yeah.
Standing With You
It's the,
from Breakthrough.
In credits, I think.
Into the Unknown from
Oh, there
Yes,
we go.
Yeah.
It's a banger, that.
Absolute banger.
and Stand Up from Harriet.
I mean, it's seen Harriet. It seems like one of those films that aimed for
Glossy
Oscars and missed.
songwriters there.
The Writers Branch oversees 2 categories. First, here are the nominees for writing
Adapted
screenplay.
Irishman's
The
in this.
Irishman.
There you go.
Yeah.
Steven Zalian,
Together.
Jojo Rabbit, Taika Waititi,
Yeah, I always forget that was based on the
Based on
book.
a book, yeah.
Quite
Joker,
loosely, I presume.
Todd Phillips and Scott Silver,
Okay.
Little Women, Greta Gerwig,
Oh,
Good, very happy.
and The Two Popes, Anthony McCartan.
what was the 2 posts based on?
Strong.
Two Popes.
Greta Van Fleet, yeah.
Yeah. And for writing, original screenplay, the members
I really
of the
hope
branch
Knives Out
nominate.
gets a nomination.
If Marriage Story's not nominated here, I'm leaving.
Knives Out.
Oh,
Very good. Very happy.
Go on, Ryan. There we
you
go.
go.
I'm happy with this category.
You did it.
1917, Sam
Okay.
Mendes and Christy Wilson.
Did you know?
Campbell.
Did you see at the end it was based on one of his grandfather's stories that he told him?
Oh, was
Once
that?
Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino.
Hmm.
And Parasite.
Oh yeah, Parasite coming in.
One.
I think that's probably the most competitive category so far for me.
That was a lot of names.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. For performance by an actor in a leading role, the Actors Branch nominates Antonio Banderas in Pain and Glory. Leonardo DiCaprio in Once Upon
There
a
you go.
Time in Hollywood.
That's why
He's not gonna win for it
nominated.
though, surely.
Adam Driver in
Go on,
Marriage
Adam.
Story.
Adam Driver needs to win this.
Joaquin Phoenix in
Yeah.
Joker.
That's always a good one.
And Jonathan Pryce in The Two Popes.
Good. Is there? I think it's interesting that they've got one as a leading and one as a
For
supporting.
performance by an
Not
actress
too sure
in a
how
leading
different
role.
the-
I think it's going to be between Joaquin Phoenix and Adam Driver for that. I think Joaquin Phoenix got the lead so far, but I'd love to see Adam Driver
Cynthia
take over.
Erivo in Harriet.
Oh, Harry getting another nomination
Scarlett
there.
Johansson in Marriage Story.
Yeah, go on.
No, we're chasing on this.
Saoirse Ronan in
Oh,
Little
good.
Women.
Ooh.
Very good.
Charlize Theron
Aquafina? Can we see that coming?
What do you think?
and Renee Zellweger
Nah.
in Judy.
Got it. I haven't seen the film, but I'm glad for it.
Ladies.
Charlie Theron getting the nomination there though.
Yeah, very happy
For
with that.
achievement in directing, the Directors
Here we
Branch
go.
of the Academy nominates
Go on, Greta.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson got 2 nominations, supporting and lead.
The
Pretty good,
Irishman, Martin Scorsese.
Could you not say Martin Scorsese there?
Joker, Todd Phillips.
Go on, give Noah one for Marriage Story.
1917, Sam Mendes.
Oh, it's going to be Tarantino, isn't it?
Once Upon a Time in
Oh,
Hollywood. Quentin
Tarantino.
Tarantino.
So you say down Greta again.
And Parasite.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I did it. I
I'm a
did
bit
it.
upset
Thank you so much.
about the Marriage Story.
Congratulations to those men.
I'm glad about Little Women as well.
And finally, all voting members of the Academy have nominated the following films for Best Picture.
Here we go.
Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh, come on.
We were talking about this.
And James Mangold, producers.
The waste of the spot.
The Irishman, Martin
it was a given.
Scorsese,
That was a
Robert
given.
De Niro, Jane Rosenthal, and Emma Tillinger-Koskoff, producers.
Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Jojo Rabbit. Taika
Taika
getting
Waititi, producers.
his first Oscar nomination.
The best picture, surely.
Joker, Todd Phillips,
Yeah, that's what's
Bradley
gonna happen,
Cooper,
isn't it?
and Emma Tillinger-Koskoff, producers.
Come on, guys. We need the Marriage Story.
How did people choose that?
Little Women, Amy Pascal.
Oh, wow. Little Women.
Good.
There we go.
Very happy. Go on, Amy.
Marriage Story,
There you
Noah
go.
Baumbach,
There we go. I can
and
relax
David
easy
Heyman,
now.
producers.
I'm not going to lose my shit on screen.
1917, Sam Mendes, Pippa Harris, Jane Ann Tengren, and Callum McDougall, producers.
Pick up the Callums.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, David Heyman, Shannon McIntosh,
David Heyman's had
and
such a great
Quentin
year.
He's
Tarantino,
produced a lot, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He produced Marriage Story as well.
And Parasite, Kwak Shin-hye
Ooh.
and Bong Joon-ho.
I'm
producers.
sorry, I don't know what's going to win Best Picture, and that makes it so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the,
Quite a strong
it's
field,
the
isn't
closest year. I mean,
Let us know if you think
Congratulations
anything's missing
to
from that
all
list,
the
by the way, because that's quite a lot to
Thank
take in. So if you guys think of
everyone for
anything
joining
that's
us, and watch
missing
to see
from
who
that
wins the
list.
gold at the 92nd Oscars Sunday, February 9th.
no love for the farewell though.
Did it?
No, none at all. In any category, right?
Go to bed, guys.
Pick up the Callums. Yep, I know Callum. And be sure to give us a follow while you're there. So we're going to have a quick reaction.
Yes. Yeah. Well, first of all, what are people saying?
So what do you guys think's missing? Anything? Thanks to the follow, Callum. So yeah, I mean, the farewell didn't get a lot of love there. I mean, Marriage Story had everything I kind of wanted apart from best directing. No, it didn't get that for best directing, which is a shame.
Yes.
Because it was such his creation by it
Yeah.
that it seems like a massive shame for him not to get one.
Yeah. I don't know what Greta's got to do. Like, I honestly, like, obviously, film's subjective, and awards are only there to serve one person. That's the person who wins. Everyone else is just a loser, including the people that are watching that don't have their favourite win. Everyone's a loser apart from the winner. But I don't really understand what Greta had to do differently with Little Women to get an Oscar nomination, because for me, everything down from the performances to the pacing to just the structure of the film, everything, I just think Little Women's a better film than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, in my opinion. I loved the last half an hour, but maybe the film just wasn't for me. Maybe I'll enjoy it more in second viewing. But
I mean, that's why for editing. So I'm pretty sure Once Upon a Time got an editing nod as well. I just think that film's like that greatly edited.
Right.
I mean, same with The Irishman. Like it definitely flows, but I don't think it's a tight film in terms of editing.
But Irishman's had a great year at the Oscars. Maybe they're just really worried that he's going to die soon.
I mean, Callum's going with Parasite doing bits this year. Yeah, they've got literally loads and loads of noms. Although weirdly, there's no acting noms to that film, which is criminal. And I really hope that isn't about their names. Like, if it is, that's insane.
Yeah.
But their performances in Parasite is phenomenal.
No, I haven't.
They make
seen
the film
Parasite yet.
I do definitely think that there should be a best ensemble Oscar. I mean, this year with Knives Out, Parasite, there's so many and Little Women. Like, there's so many casts where all the actors literally enhance everybody else's performances, and it's a shame to not see that.
That's something they're looking at for the future, though, right? I believe I read somewhere that they were looking into that, which I think would be a good addition. But any other surprises that pop out to you?
I mean, Toy Story 4 getting a nomination.
Yeah, you weren't a big fan of Toy Story 4, were you?
No, I feel like I mean, Frozen 2 not getting one for best animated. I think that's quite a big surprise.
Yeah,
not seeing that in there.
Just because I think Toy Story 4 got a nomination, I do think Frozen 2 is for me. I think it was in my top 10 of the year. Like, I just loved that film. I thought it was really good. So for it not to get a best animation nomination was a bit strange to me. What else do we have?
So Gloria's coming with Toy Story 4 easy win. I mean, Claus is getting a lot of love over Christmas on Netflix.
Yeah, but just looking at the films that it's up against, that's the only film that pops out in the animation category from what I can remember. Are you googling the nominations that we just watched?
just so we can get them up. So okay, Washington Post, I agree with your terms.
Yeah.
so best picture. So we had Once Upon a Time, Irishman, 1917, Marriage Story, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, for Ferrari. I think I think there's two films that don't belong there definitely.
Okay.
Just Once Upon a Time and Ford vs Ferrari.
Okay.
There are two films that seem like maybe the Farewell should have kind of got in there.
Yeah, especially because you can have up to 10 nominations in that category. So it always feels like someone misses out if they don't maximise the 10.
Yeah.
And maybe that's the film that has missed out this year. But those two films, I believe there are 7 nominations. So those two films that you just mentioned perhaps were the 6th and 7th nominations in that category.
Best actor in leading role, we got Adam Driver and Leo in there. Oh, and Joaquin Phoenix, obviously. I do think it's going to be Driver versus Phoenix for that category. Yeah,
I'm not entirely sure who's going to give more on for the money in that one. I do think Jonathan Pryce was incredible in The Two Popes, but I'm not too sure it's a film that I don't think it's strong enough to compete with the two big boys this year. Which I agree are Joaquin Phoenix and Adam Driver.
And then in Best Director, we've got The Irishman going against Parasite. I feel like and Joker. So I'm not sure how Joker's going to perform as a film, more than a performance. I'm quite intrigued to see how they do.
I do think the Joker's Oscar hopes have really maybe pinned on the other categories, such as costume and things like that, or lead. I don't think Todd Phillips is going to win for Best Director when you've got the juggernauts in there like Tarantino and Scorsese.
I mean, Best Actor in Supporting Role, there's no names in here that really jump out at me. So there's Brad Pitt, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Tom Hanks, and Anthony Hopkins. So I'm a bit like, I don't really know.
You see, I really like Joe Pesci. Obviously, from being introduced to him in Home Alone when I was younger, to when I discovered his more mature works. But I don't, for me, and feel free to tell me that you disagree, but I don't feel like that's Oscar caliber. I don't think his performance in that was nomination worthy, in my opinion. But again, who else would you put in there for Best Support?
So Best International Film, I think that's going to be Parasite versus Pain and Glory. But Parasite should really own that category. I mean, I'm quite interested to see all the odds break down for this, because I think I'd love to see how close it is.
I'm so happy Laura Dern's been nominated. I think she's great.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, actions and supporting role, and also Florence Pugh. Florence
Pugh,
I really
for
hope
me,
she wins.
Yeah, for me, she's my favourite to win, but I don't think she'll be the favourite. I think Margot Robbie was so incredible in Bombshell. In fact, that's probably one of the strongest categories for me. It's best actress and supporting role, because even though I haven't seen Richard Jewell yet, so I can't comment on how good Kathy Bates is, but she's always good. I think every other one of the 4 women in that category had an incredible performance.
Adapted screenplay, so Little Women, I think, is gonna, or maybe The Irishman for this. I mean, it's really nice to be getting lots of different like battles on different fronts in the categories this year.
Yeah, I do think The Irishman is going to take that one, but I think Little Women for me would be my favourite for the category.
Screenplay. See, I love this category so much. Marriage Story, Parasite, Knives Out. 3 very, very strong original screenplays for me.
Yeah.
And you've also got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where it's just Tarantino doing his own thing. I mean, 1917 screenplay is quite interesting for that, so I'm not sure how that's gonna.
I just hope Knives Out win. I had so much fun with Knives Out.
Animated feature, so Missing Link, Claws, Toy Story 4. I think they're the big 3.
Yeah.
Although Moody thinks that Toy Story 4 is going to walk away with this one.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And documentary feature, sure. We need to go away, so we're going to go away and watch some of these films before the Oscars happens.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a full predictions podcast, and then you'll see us on our watch along.
Yep, and
trying to bounce back.
The great thing about these nominations is that it also gives us now a catalogue of films to go away and watch, so we can have a fully informed opinion on them. We're going to watch Richard Jewell tomorrow, and I've yet to see Ford versus Ferrari. So
it's So film editing as well. We've got Irishman, Ford Ferrari, Parasite, Jojo Rabbit. I think we've already talked about editing.
Yeah.
So cinematography, 1917. I mean, it looks great. I just don't feel like it has that Deakins kind of like oomph to it. I mean, I really enjoyed. What's that film that came out that got trashed last year?
You have to narrow it down.
Oh, what's that film called with Baby Driver in? The Goldfinch.
Oh, The Goldfinch.
I thought The Goldfinch looked stunning, and that was Deakins.
Yeah.
So I think from a cinematography point of view, The Goldfinch is stronger.
You see, whether people love or maybe a bit disappointed by 1917, everyone's saying that the cinematography is the film, because it's kind of filmed to look like it's one shot, and therefore the weight of the film is on the cinematography, and perhaps for that reason Roger Deakins will win for 1917.
So Moody's coming. People who I think will win acting awards: Brad Pitt, Laura Dern, Renée Zellweger. I think she may run away with that. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, I would love Florence Pugh to win. I just feel like she's
Yeah.
got more of a backing towards it. And Joaquin Phoenix. See, I don't know if Joaquin Phoenix, like, he just seems like such a safe bet that it maybe won't be a safe bet.
Right.
So
I just don't. I think, first of all, I think that's a very good projection list. I can't see it going too far away from that. Apart from, I think, like you said, I think the best actor is now a 2-horse race. I think Joaquin Phoenix or Adam Driver. And I had my second favourite film of the year was Joker, so I think Joaquin Phoenix would be my choice. And your favourite film of the year was
this lovely film.
Adam's Story, A Marriage Story. So Adam Driver's going to be your favourite to win that category, but I do think it's between those two. Yeah.
So I think we'll wrap it up here. Thanks everybody who's
Yes.
joined in during this live stream.
Thank
We've
you
really
very much.
enjoyed it.
And we really enjoyed doing these live streams. So thank you for joining us, and thanks for your input as always.
And we'll see you soon. Bye.
See you later. Have a nice day. Take care.